y'all so much. Hi everybody and welcome back from your Halloween weekend. Hopefully your hangover isn't too bad because we have a show to do today. So a lot of Crazy Talk members are or have been from Maryland, and I never knew why until now. 3 words: pot-laced candy. The police department of a certain county in Maryland has been seizing such candy and warned neighborhoods to be wary of it during the Halloween weekend. Some of these candies include Ganja Joys, Hash Heaps, Hashies, and Dabby Patties. The police have issued a statement to all parents of trick-or-treaters to look out for this candy. Although I feel like after your kids are all hyped up on sugars and whatnot, some Pop-Tarts might actually do them a little bit of good. So now that Halloween is over, we can move on to the real holiday, Christmas. Sorry Thanksgiving. You're just an excuse to eat more, as if I actually needed an excuse for that. Like, can't you tell? I don't know. So a new Christmas special is coming up. A Christmas Story 2? Nope. The Santa Claus 4? Nope. Grandma got run over by a reindeer again because she's senile and shouldn't be allowed outside without adult supervision? No again. It's Grumpy Cat's worst Christmas ever. With Aubrey Plaza voicing Grumpy Cat. I guess she's really struggling for work now since it's only one more season of Parks and Rec left. Sorry. Guess what, everybody? I am tired and out of jokes because this job is so hard. So because of this, here's Jay with another history.
No way. Hello, friends. Okay, so today I was doing a little bit of research on my tree, as you can see, and I found out that my ancient Native American ancestor, name who was anglicized by the Western Indo-Europeans in the Old Testament of the dead-ish Sea Scrolls, have found out that I had an ancient Indian ancestor named Sus or Na, and the Native American translation for this in Canada is suspect or nah. But this is where I am famous in history for once in my life. What had happened was Christopher Columbus obviously sailed and he discovered America with the blessing of the royalty via Spain. He comes over and he meets my ancient feminine ancestor named Sus or Na. Now, at this time, cows were not indigenous to the Americas. They came over from Europe, and this can be seen as the first instance of Christopher Columbus helping the Native Americans, which he overall just made it great for them. Once they had this wonderful, wonderful beast, the cow, the Native Americans had a philosophy of using everything to its fullest. Nothing went to waste. So they discovered in the udder, if you aged milk appropriately, you could have butter. And homage to this, my ancestor, the Sus or Na of the Incan, Eskimoan, Canuckan, Aztec, Mexicanos tribe, was in fact the mascot for Salt Lake Butter. And it also explains the reason that when I cook everything in that specific brand of butter. So for once, I'm famous. So thank you, ancestors, mom, dad, earlier mom or dad, earlier mom or dad, European mom or dad, who had relations with Sus or Na.
Thanks for that, Jay. So today we've got the Taekwondo Club here. They're probably going to kick my ass, so stay tuned and Crazy Talk will be right back. Hi everybody, welcome back to Crazy Talk. So today we have Emily and Brett of the Penn State Taekwondo Club. So I know absolutely nothing about Taekwondo or any sort of martial arts.
Okay.
So I guess, tell me, begin, anywhere.
All right, well I guess I'll just start with the name. Taekwondo, it's the you know, Korean for, I believe it's the way of the foot and fist.
Oh,
And
cool.
yeah, what we do is kind of a mishmash of the elements of sparring and forms and self-defense, and there are also weapons involved. But we are not allowed to use weapons in our club.
Why aren't you allowed to use weapons?
There's
It's really
there's
upsetting.
a rule. There's some legal rules in there.
Okay.
Just weaponry.
I guess
in
in
general.
college
Sports isn't
students.
that cool with it. It's
Yeah.
just-
Yeah.
So could you explain what you were talking about before? You said sparring, forms, and self-defense. Was that it?
I'll do forms. Forms,
Okay.
think forms like more of a, if you think like Tai Chi where it's like poses, like instead of
Okay.
you're actually going towards someone, you are supposed to imagine that you are like fighting someone else, but in general you're just pretty much making just the forms of whatever they want you to do. So there's a bunch of different variants of it, like their routines, like called taeguk's, and they all have their own little patterns and stuff, and pretty much it's an essential part to getting a belt, at least in our system, and it's pretty much a routine of movements where you just make sure like block, kick, block, different directions, make sure your positioning's fine and your posture is really good.
Okay.
And when we go to competitions, there's actually competitions for forms where it's kind of I think it's more difficult than actual sparring because the judges for them they criticize the hell out of you when you're, because I don't know what they base it off of or what they want you to do, but they'll hit you hard for random things.
Really? So is it just like how textbook perfect can you get your
Yes,
body?
exactly.
Yeah, but they're all
Yeah.
reading like different textbooks, so it's really,
Well, that's also true, and even for like our black belt, I was watching at one of our past competitions. We went to MIT a few weeks ago, and the black belt, they have 2 judges looking at just your upper body, and then they have 2 judges looking at just your feet.
Wow.
And as they go through the movements, they have like clickers, and if you did it perfectly, you don't get anything taken off. And then I believe it's, if it was a minor error, they take about like half a point off, and then if it's a major error, you like just get the whole point off. It's very, very particular.
I'm trying to figure out what error is kind of going, like,
if your leg wasn't bent enough, or your knee wasn't at the right angle,
Okay.
something along those lines.
so you have to be really particular about it.
Yes.
Okay, no,
That's
that
why I
sounds
don't
tough.
do it.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so other ones, sparring.
So
Sounds fun.
sparring, this is what I do, and this is what I like to do. Okay, so we train in WTF, which is World Taekwondo Federation. So it's based on the way the Olympians fight in Olympic Taekwondo. And sparring, you're fighting another person pretty much, and there's a whole different point system. There's 3 divisions, so you have your C division, spars, which, spars, is that a word?
It is now, right?
Let's make it a word, okay.
Sparrees.
Sparees, participants. So there's the C division, which is the beginners, so the white belts up into green belt, I believe. And then the B division is purple up until red belt. And then A division is for black belts.
Okay.
So you fight within your belt rank, and you also fight by your weight class. So light, middle, heavyweight, and it usually goes 3 per team, 3 people, light, middle, and heavy, and
There can be
you have
alternates.
you have to win 2 out of your 3 fights to advance in the way that we spar.
What are you, if you don't mind me asking, which belt and
I'm
weight
an
class
orange
it
belt.
is? Okay.
Brett?
I'm a green belt and a lightweight. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm middle and heavy.
Okay, yeah, I don't
You
know,
didn't need to
girls,
know
guys,
that.
it's
Yeah.
different. No.
There's very specific. Making weight is like a big deal.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, if you are fighting in any kind of weight class.
Okay,
But-
that's cool. And like, I guess how long is a match? Do you guys wear protective gear? I don't know, it's just interesting.
Okay, there's so much.
Yeah,
All right.
I can imagine.
Okay, so the times, it is 1 minute, 2 rounds, each 1 minute for C division. B division is 1:30, 2 rounds, and A is 2 minutes, 2 rounds. I do believe they might have just changed the rules though.
It depends on what tournament. I think they switch.
I think they cut down A division to 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Because like the last tournament we were at, they were having trouble scheduling things. So I think they might have cut them for that
just for
reason.
that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like as for equipment and stuff, it's generally you got gloves, armbands, arm pads, leg pads for your feet right here because you're actually kicking with your the area of your foot in between. I don't know if you can see that. And,
your shin right there.
Yeah. And then the hogu, which goes all around here.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's actually.
And head.
Oh yeah, the helmet's important. Yeah.
Helmet and mouth guard.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Also
so
cup.
When you do spar, is it like actually like defeating the other person, or is it still more about like who has the better form and?
It's very much about defeating the other person.
Yeah.
So your chest guard is going to be pretty much your most important piece of equipment in the fact that that's where you get your points from for C and B division. So it's basically just dependent on how hard you kick their chest and or like the sides of their back. And the judges will either be able to see that you made contact, or it's difficult because they'll sometimes judge it on how loud it is.
Oh, wow.
And sometimes if you have your arms up and it hits your arm, it sounds like they got a point when they actually didn't. So there's a lot of discrepancies in points.
Yeah,
but
that's why I said it seems like sparring is a little bit easier than Poomsae, because like it's hard to say, like, you know what you're doing wrong when you're sparring if you're getting hit or you're hitting them and you're like, oh, that's a good thing. But in Poomsae, you're doing the forms and you're just like, I'm not really sure what they want from me here. What do I?
Does that mean something, Poomsae?
It's Korean for, I believe, forms.
Okay.
It's for forms. It's the same thing.
Okay, cool. And then you said the last one was self-defense.
Yeah. We try to, we don't focus as much on self-defense as we do on forms and sparring. Okay. We mostly just use it in the context of belt testing. So there are certain requirements for testing up in a belt, which we are certified to do that, but we're recognized by the larger federation of Taekwondo, in that there's
something larger than the World Taekwondo Federation. There's
is
something
that
even bigger.
Universal.
It's the galaxy of Taekwondo.
Of course, yeah. Other planets, they come here.
But yeah, we're recognized as our belts are actually legitimate in testing in this club.
Okay.
So, what was I talking about? Self-defense. Self-defense. So yeah, it's just every time you test for a belt, what we do is we learn the certain requirements for self-defense and the context of belt testing.
And how do you test for a belt?
Brett?
At the end of every semester, is it?
Yeah.
At every semester we have like the testing for the club, and pretty much you sign up for it if you want to try. If you don't, then that's cool. You can still come up and root for the people that are testing. We will designate a certain portion of the semester just for like getting you ready to test, because like you can practice your entire time, but like it doesn't mean you're going to pass. Like I actually failed belt, but my belt tested a green.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and but like generally they will get you ready, and they'll get you like every single portion. Like they'll be like, okay, we're going to spend this amount of time on self-defense. Make sure you know that. This amount of time on forms. Make sure you know that. Sparring, not so much, because that's kind of part of the practice in general. Okay. And then they get you ready for everything except for
and breaking.
Breaking, that was gonna say, because breaking.
Board breaking.
Yeah, we don't keep buying you boards to practice. And we have these practice ones where you can smash whenever you want. We just pop them back together.
Okay, so I guess just tell our viewers a little bit how to get involved, if you need experience, anything like that.
Great. Okay. Well, no experience is required. Actually, a lot of our members now have progressed pretty quickly up through the ranks, and they started with no experience. How to get involved? We are on Facebook. We have 5 practices a week at the White Building, so you can pretty much find us there all the time. Let's see if I can rattle these times off. You want to do that? Okay. Monday nights from 7 to 9 in 133 White Building. Tuesday nights from 8 to 10 in 133 White Building. Wednesday nights 7 to 9 in that same room. And then Friday 6:30 in the big gym in the White Building.
The big gym that's right there when you walk in.
The biggest gym in the White Building.
Okay, cool.
And then we have Sunday afternoons from 1 to 3 in the White Building as well.
So you guys are just there constantly.
We're there all the time.
Well, awesome. This is a really amazingly informative interview. Thank you guys so much. And now we're going to do a little demo. I'm really excited.
We're going to see some stuff.
Yeah. Crazy Talk will be right back. Hi everybody, and welcome back to Crazy Talk. This is going to be the last recorded anything of Brittney before she dies, because these two are going to completely murder me right now, I'm pretty sure.
No.
So I'm just going to leave it to you guys and put my death right in your hands.
All right.
Okay, so we're gonna set you up first. First of all, you gotta have.
What we're doing before we begin, which Brett didn't tell you, is we're going to demonstrate some basic kicks, sparring, point system, that kind of thing. Take it away, Brett.
My part now.
I'm
That's fine.
I'm
All
okay.
right. So first of all, you gotta stand like shoulder length apart. Yeah, is that good?
Okay.
All right. Now
Feet shoulder
pretend
length apart.
that there's a line going through both of your ankles right now.
Okay.
And you want to make a 45-degree angle with your toes.
That?
Is that good on your side? Yeah.
This right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. So right now, you and her, you're in closed stance.
Okay.
Open stance would be if you were both facing the same way.
Okay.
But generally, yeah, traditionally, you want to be like this.
Cool.
So first kick we're gonna figure out how to do is the turning kick. Yeah.
We're just gonna. Okay, so.
Hold on, I'm going to bring you in a little bit
Yes,
more.
let's do that.
Yeah.
If
You're going to come closer.
The guy was gonna be ejected. Okay.
Yeah.
So when you do your basic turning kick, always, first of all, keep your hands up. We do it like this, with your back arm blocking the front of your body. This is so you don't get kicked in the head. It's kind of important.
Is this right?
Yeah. Well, okay. Back arm down. There you go.
Okay.
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 So now that we know where the hands are supposed to be, I'm going to put them down so I can do this. So basically, every kick, when you're turning your body, starts with a chamber up. See if I can hold that. Second part involves twisting. Oh God. Twisting your body so that you're like this.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just extend.
Ah.
And come back down.
Okay.
So, okay, we'll just do it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so yeah, I will
Walk me
kick
through it. All right.
like that.
Baby steps. Okay. So,
You just want to do it?
I don't know what happens. So leg comes up first like this, right?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
And
I can't
then
even balance.
turn.
And then just
kick.
turn like that.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
that. Did I do it
exactly.
right? Oh, let's try it again.
I mean, it's generally faster.
Yeah, well, just, slow motion. I feel like I'm in
Slow-mo.
Mortal Kombat right now, just like this bouncing.
Just like,
Mm-hmm.
Ha!
Fire. Okay. All right, so let's do it again.
All right,
so
let's do it again.
I'm like this.
I don't think we can both do
The
it.
feet are kind of right. All right, so up.
Yeah.
And then like that.
Yeah.
I have like no
Yay!
sense of balance.
Good, you're good.
All right. So that's what that looks
So
like.
when,
Okay.
when you're aiming with it, you generally want to hit around like this area, like when we were explaining the
Break her ribs.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
So
Okay.
like the difference
Rib
between,
region.
the difference between CB and A division we didn't tell you before was that in C you're just starting out, so you don't want to get knocked out or like hit in the face too much.
Good.
So they
Good.
don't let you. So if you hit him in the head, you get points off. If you
Okay.
hit him this here, you get 1 point. If you actually do a counter,
Mhm.
then you get 2 points for it because it's counter. It's better.
Okay.
But so
All right,
you wanna
we'll
try
explain.
the
So if I were to do a turning kick and hit you in the chest right now,
Mhm.
I would get 1 point with that connection.
Okay.
So yeah, that was a turning kick. On the same note, there is also a fast kick,
Mhm.
which is like the same exact thing, only you kind of skip and you
Oh,
just.
so now it's like this leg coming.
Yes,
down. Okay.
exactly. So
Mhm.
there's no turning involved,
Okay.
but we'll move a little bit quicker through this.
Yeah.
Okay. Third kick is actually my personal bread and butter,
Mhm.
and that is a cut kick. So it can be used as a counter if someone's coming towards you, like, Brett, run towards me. Oh, and then you stop him with your foot and push him back. So,
Mhm.
I don't know. I get a lot of points on those.
Okay.
They're fun.
Which one is it? Is it this leg?
It can actually be either. So
Oh.
you can turn into it and cut,
Okay.
or you can skip and cut.
Okay. So it's just like the two you just showed me, just a lot
Exactly.
faster and more like in the front. Of
True.
You. Like.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
What should we do? Counter.
counter, yeah,
Mhm.
back kick.
So if you do any sort of spinning motion, you get 2 points for that. So if Brett's sparring me,
Mhm.
he comes at me and I turn
Oh, wait a minute.
wrong side.
both turn.
Well, anyway, if I turn and kick him
Mhm.
and I complete that spinning motion and make the connection, then that's 2 points
Mhm.
for me. Brett, what else should we do?
You did the cut kick, the turn kick, you did the fast kick.
And then, okay, so when you start moving up,
Mhm.
if once you reach B division, that's when you get to kick people in the face.
Ah, lovely.
So
Okay.
that
I'd
gets
love to
really
kick right in the face.
Alright, let's
right,
go,
Brett?
Kwon.
gets a All right, take you out.
So in B division, they let you actually hit people in the head, like you said, but they reward you for it actually. So before you got points off, now you get more points than ever before. So
is there no upper body? Is it all kicks, or we just started with
That's
kicks
actually
today?
one of the biggest misconceptions. We do not do any punching.
Really? Okay.
Yes, it's very, very all feet. In ITF sparring, which is, I think that's international, they do punches, including punching the face.
Okay.
And I'm glad I don't do
yeah,
that.
so in our
we don't punch
in our version of it, we don't actually like. You can punch. They'll give you 1 point per punch, but you have to sell it. So if I hit someone, I have to scream, I have to
really
stop
have
their
to
force,
knock,
and they have
you
to
really
move.
have to knock them
yeah.
out.
Yeah.
So it's
Pretty much.
Okay. That's interesting.
Alright.
But I want to see you kick Brett in the
Okay.
head.
You really,
Don't actually kick
I
him in
won't
the
make.
head.
Okay. Oh
Mhm.
God. We'll move this way a little. I don't want to hit you. All right. So
Ooh.
that would be if I touched him in the head.
That would be 3 points as opposed to 2 for the counter or the 1 for just the normal.
Oh,
And
wow.
your final grand pinnacle of points. I don't even know where I'm going with that. If you do a spinning motion that connects with the head,
Wow.
that is 4 points.
That's
And
really.
Yeah, and
It's
if,
super.
in A, if you knock them out, then you win, right? Correct?
Is that
Now you, if it's a clean hit, now you win. Before the rules were, and they just changed them like this year. Before it was if you had a knockout, if you knocked that person out cold, you got disqualified. But for some reason, they thought it was appropriate to just change all the rules.
Yeah,
and
just like-
now if you knock someone out and it was like legitimate, like good, clean contact, then you win. Yay! So, yeah, I think we pretty much
seems
covered
like
a lot of it.
Yeah. Do you want to just teach me how to kick Brett in the head?
Alright.
You okay? It's
I'll do I probably won't even get that high, to be honest.
yeah, it's really
Yeah.
the same basic structure as every other kick. Only
Okay.
you need a lot more flexibility.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be the same chambering up, but you really gotta turn your body and
That's
use
so weird.
use
So
your
it's like-
torque to.
So it's like this and then like
All
that.
the-
Whoa, you did it! You got it! Oh my God, join the club.
I want to do it again. Wait, I want to do it again.
All right.
So it's like, ready? So it's
Pick
like
it up.
up and oh. I'm
Almost
afraid
my
of
eye
like,
on that one.
I'm gonna like poke your eye out with my big toe. All right, so that was awesome. Thank you.
right.
Now I know how to hurt Brett, and we have 283 together. Yay!
Great.
All right, so you guys are wonderful. Thank you again
Thank
so
you
much.
for having us.
The great Taekwondo Club. So, Crazy Talk will be right back.
Hello, welcome to Crazy Talk Fight Night. In this corner, Jay. And in this corner, Lederhosen. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
He said, here comes the big boss. Let's get it on. We do